Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways we can be reached. Twitter's, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SKiMPod.
Stays Crunchy.
SKiMPOD. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K.
Stays Crunchy.
We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and of course the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And the band plays on here at SKiM, and to that end, we provide you a pod called Cast. It's our music discussion show built on a hip-hop foundation, and it's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tayro713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Stays Crunchy Milk episode 230, I do believe, and we'll say that with some
Don't look at us. We count on you to keep track of this.
I realize as much, so it's on and popping here. It's almost blizzard time in the city we call home, and that'll be a delight to walk home and then drive home in, or walk to back to work. But we out here, swapping spit, talking shit. That's what we do. How goes this life? I'm of course joined by the 216 on the Tatum over yon.
Hello, how's it going?
The big homie Lunchbox 2099. Fuck this show. You see where he stands for these things. It's my man, the real ODP.
Fuck this show, but only because it's sexy. And if it consents.
I can go either way.
Make sweet love to this show.
I'm in this known Tayro713, word to Alabama. And we out here.
We're like half Alabama.
Yeah,
it's not like you wanted a landslide.
Let's do some mother flip. Words about 40% of Alabama, then we cut that in half. So word about 22% of 21 and some change percent of Alabama.
Well, that's what makes it most impressive because, of course, black women are still the minority in that minority, and they pushed it to win. So
once again, coming through in 2017.
Yeah. The only thing that's safe in America.
2017.
The only thing that's safe in America in 2017 is black women.
And please respect it. Please understand it.
Fuck those 7% of black men in Alabama.
And maybe go for it and support them more and help them, achieve their fucking dreams and goals. Maybe elect them. Maybe put them up on the ballot because you know what? They probably would win.
Like in Atlanta.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah. You reflect back to this when I say Kamala Harris, 2020, the Democratic presidential candidate.
Yeah, so, Alabama made the right choice in choosing country over party, and all the GOP candidate had to do was fuck 17-year-olds.
They didn't shoot. No. One of these people just didn't get up to vote, as always.
If it wasn't for the accusations, though, the guy who says compares homosexuality to bestiality and said, well, slavery wasn't so bad. Can I say something about the slavery wasn't so bad thing? I don't get it. The same people who said, Michelle Obama wants me to eat vegetables, she hates my freedom, are like, people owning other people? Is it really that bad?
Yeah, that's one of the things is like, I really don't, like even I've seen some of my friends say it recently about like, eating good food isn't as bad as you think it is. Like the neighborhood which I used to live in, I don't live there anymore. Like there is absolutely nowhere to get fresh food. You can only go to fast food places near there. Oh, like there's no grocery stores. Like you got to go to Shaker to go to a grocery store. Like it's a sad state of affairs where people don't realize like what people have to do just to get a meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bullshit. And all she wanted to do was get some let's get some healthy meals for kids' lunches, and people shit themselves
because that's the only place sometimes these kids get to eat.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because those words had the audacity to come out of a black person's mouth. These are people who come from people who thought black folk pretty much animals, and enslave them and make them like we do cows.
It's a good time for families.
We will tear families apart to go again, continue our habit of mating people, like because we didn't consider them people, we consider them, chattel.
I just want to know who Keaton's family voted for.
Luckily, where are they from? Tennessee.
I don't know, but Where do they stand in all this?
I haven't kept up much with that. I just heard like the kid got bullied, and it turns out
He didn't get
mom was
bullied.
racist. Or
Turns out he was calling little kids nigga, and the little niggas that he was talking shit about got up and was
Has
like,
that been verified yet?
that won't be.
Because I see it, people are like, oh, he did this, and they're like, well, that hasn't been what was reported. And at this point, I have no fucking clue what actually happened.
I don't know. It's just
I just knew when I seen his face, I was like,
Nigga
I
say nigga a lot.
swipe up.
Did he? I didn't. I just didn't feel like getting into it. And did he get his invitation to Infinity Wars?
Man, that's gonna be a hard
retracted?
revoke too, because not only did Captain America invite him, Hulk invited his ass too.
And Hulk woke as fuck. So
Did he, I saw a lot of people making jokes about like they're gonna invite him to the Black Panther premiere.
I saw someone that was like, they should invite him to the Emmys or whatever and sit next to the cast and Get Out.
yeah, I forgot what comedian said that. I was like, there you go. I can get out the Golden Globes because they just be Golden Globe nominations.
BET Awards.
The Source Awards in 1997.
Now I guess up there.
Yeah.
So, fuck that kid. Fuck his mama too. That shit is real simplicity.
I'm sure from what I watch on Tumblr, his mother probably is on Tumblr, fucking people like us, four at a time. I don't know that lady. I don't feel comfortable saying
His
that.
mom's really into podcasters?
She's into only if it comes on the BBC radio.
I don't know. I heard a rumor about podcasters. She probably wants to know if it's true.
They're good at oral.
I just find it amazing the detective powers of quote unquote Black Twitter.
It don't take that much to get a motherfucker about the paint.
I was like, it went from like, oh, this poor kid, everyone's like, oh, you're cool, little man. I saw this fucking T.I. having shit about Instagram about this. And then it's like 2 days later, oh man, we found the mom's Facebook page. Oh, look, she's got Confederate flags and shit. And then, like, 2 days later, oh, we found his daddy. His daddy's in jail, and his dad's a white supremacist.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's pretty simple. Like people who still like support the Stars and Bars and anywhere past like 2000. It's just like it's just like with everything that's going on with the sexual harassment. It's like you gonna get cut off real fucking.
I remember a dude in my high school had that shit on his truck. And I didn't know shit about the flag at that time. I just knew it was like a Southern flag, but I didn't know the true history about it. I just knew that dude was a piece of shit, but it was completely unrelated to that flag.
But now it's all full circle.
Yeah, now I know like that dude was really a piece of shit.
it's a good indicator usually.
Yeah, like it's funny. Like I know we talked about this before, but like I mean, when I was little, all I knew that shit was the Dukes of Hazzard. Like
Same here.
I grew up in Ohio. I didn't know anything about it, but you know, when you in the South, that shit is rampant. You know what it
You don't even
means.
go to the South. Go to Western Ohio, towards around the Michigan border.
Why is it in Ohio?
Everything bad happened in Ohio.
you go to the
man.
Lorraine County Fair every year where they still sell them flags. And the people who run the fair won't stop selling the flags, even though the County Fair did. I believe the State Fair did as well. But Lorraine County's like, we don't want to impose upon anyone's rights.
But I mean, did they not know the history of Ohio being an important union state, an important state for Underground Railroad
That's
purposes?
not what they're holding that flag up for, and they most likely don't know that. Because history's a little weird. But
I'm not saying Ohio's like, we're the least racist state. No, not even close. But like there's a history that's like not very pro-Confederacy in Ohio, and I don't understand why you fly the flag here.
because they're pro-racism.
Well, yeah, that.
It seems like every time I see like some little news clip about like anything that heavy happened this year, it's somebody from Ohio in the mix somewhere. Like it's always somebody from Ohio. We're the most northern southern state there is.
You've been saying that. Word up, so.
Yeah, I know. I think it's cursed by or jinxed by the Republican National Convention here.
I'm just gonna start calling Ohio Little
Has
Florida.
anything good had happened since that convention? No. Browns haven't won a game. Wait, did they win a game after that convention?
Yeah.
Fuck. Never mind. Well, you fucked up my narrative. I hope you're all happy.
We haven't done anything right since the Cleveland Crunch left.
Gab's won a title.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I think in this alternate universe, we lost the title, and Draymond Green actually isn't from Michigan. He's from Ohio.
You changed the whole story up.
Alternate facts.
In this alternative universe, can he close his mouth?
No. It's open wider. Open even wider.
Just beat me to it.
Y'all got them jokes. Y'all be just setting them up. Either one of y'all gonna dug it, or you gonna throw the oop.
That's what happens when you do a podcast together by yourself.
Oh my goodness.
So, anything on the positive side, gentlemen?
That happened lately?
Oh, I got a story to tell.
Okay.
Can't play that no more. Sad.
Oh well.
I can probably play that 30 seconds of that. I'm just gonna read y'all an email I got last
Like a
night.
crack addict when it comes to musical interludes.
I can't get it. I can't leave. I literally can't leave rap alone. The gang needs me. Okay. Let's go to this little folder. A long time listeners will know the first part of this story came some episodes back. I'm gonna read you the.
I hope this is about the eBay thing.
This is from PayPal.
Okay.
This email says, "We reviewed the additional information you provided regarding the claim below and have granted your appeal. Transaction details follows and so forth and so on. We were able to grant your appeal with the information you provided. We have issued a credit in the amount of $200 USD. In this case, the refund will be posted to your account within 3 to 5 business days. Thanks for your patience in doing our investigation." Yes, I won. I told you I would. And if I wouldn't win, I'd fight it till I couldn't fight it no more. And instead, I won. Now, I gotta get that good. I think, I know, you can correct me wrong. I will ask you because you're the eBay man. You, because you know why. I mean, I really still gotta send this guy Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Just give me $200.
All right. There you gotta.
Yeah.
Because then if you don't send it, then he has a grievance.
Well, thing is this. I'm probably gonna need a third-party sender to send that to him. Because if I send it to him, he's just probably gonna break it as soon as he get it and say, "He sent me broke shit." So I need to talk to eBay, and in fact, I will give him a call today to figure out how this should work out.
You would think you would take it that far?
I think this dude really wants his $200. I think he really thought he had won over on me 2 months later. Now he sees he lost. I can't wait to see that account. I can't wait till all of a sudden he looks at his bank account like, "Why my $200 short? PayPal, why?" So I was super. I didn't even get on. So I was like, damn, now I got to find a new SNES. Because I remember once he went through all this bullshit, I canceled the order, so I don't actually have an extra SNES right now. But I'll procure one and get him his damn SNES and laugh because I got him for $200 for an $80 piece of equipment. It's joyous when you think about it. Fuck that dude. Don't play me. Especially when I got when righteousness is on my side. And you threaten talking about you gonna call cops and ruin my reputation on eBay. You lost. I feel good about that. See there, some
How old do you
positives.
think this guy is?
I don't care.
I'm curious. I'm just trying to paint a picture, a mental picture
He
of
said
this
he
man.
said he was getting it for his children, but then he started threatening me with a legal action. He lives in Texas. I believe I could tell
So
you.
in Texas, it
That's
can be
where all
anywhere
my
from,
exes live, so...
between 13 and 50.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
So he's maybe a little outside of Roy Moore's range, but more than likely not.
They're fighting over the same women.
What state does he live in?
Tejas in Texas. We just said that, man. You just had a rap about the rap about it. Why your
It's
exes
such a
live there?
problematic
That's why you
state.
reside in Tennessee.
Yeah, because you're the only 10 I see.
Just need to tighten your game.
I was just about to say that, but I had a mouthful of potato.
Potato. Oh my goodness. So I thought that was positive, and I couldn't wait to share it with y'all and you, the listener, because I was just like, ain't that a flip? As soon as that email came through last night, I'm sitting there playing Star Wars, and that came through.
Is that Battlefront 2?
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty decent story. A story I think connects to the movie. I will find out when I go see this movie.
Oh, it's not gonna be one of those Matrix things. So like, we'll play the game. So like, to fill in the holes.
I truly feel like the impression they gave me toward the end of that game, because I beat it last night. Redbox runner. The intent was to beat it in a few days, and I did. probably like a 5-6 hour story tops. And I really think some information that they shared at the end of that game really connects to the movie.
Like
And
it fills in the background, or
I ain't gonna put it out there because I don't want to mess it up for you. Plus, if I'm wrong. But I will find out Saturday, and if I'm right, I will tell you that I'm right and leave the rest be. And then let you like, oh.
I saw a tweet earlier today that was talking about the stuff from the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I'll look it up and read it all for you here in a second.
any spoilers?
Oh, it's all spoilers.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Are you
read
gonna
for
go see it?
well, not at the
Here
premiere,
it goes.
but
Thoughts on The
eventually.
Last Jedi. Way more nudity than expected.
Nudity.
Smart idea to do it all as a rap. Charlie Sheen totally holds his own. Adam Driver's love ballad felt awkward. Didn't like the 22-minute Olaf short. Smash Mouth's All-Star was a bold end credits choice.
What was that one? Who was it? Arrow posted last night? I forgot the actor name. Stephen Amell?
Oh, yeah. Where you gave someone the wrong info about the movie?
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, because he hasn't even seen it yet.
Yeah, what wrestler said that? What wrestler was...
It was Cody Rhodes had commented on it and said, basically, Stephen Amell, the actor who plays Green Arrow, said that he went on set and told someone what happened in the new Star Wars movie to piss them off. And then he said, funny thing about it is, I haven't even seen the movie yet. So then a wrestler quote tweeted him, Cody Rhodes, who wrestled him at SummerSlam 2 years ago.
He's been on Arrow a few times.
Yeah, he's been on Arrow. Said that a couple years ago when the Force Awakens came out, that another wrestler, one from Cleveland, Ohio, The Miz.
The Miz.
Came up to him and did the exact same thing. And that he was so pissed that he kicked him out of the Clash of Clans group that they had and threatened to fight him.
Said his wife had to calm him down.
He said his wife had to stop him because he was ready to throw hands over it.
People take this shit seriously.
Over fake spoilers. That's the best part about it. I was like,
Well, he didn't know. It
he
was
didn't know
fake.
that. That's again, the comedy of it is what makes it good. That's one of those you can look back and laugh. In the moment, nah.
I mean, if they're obvious jokes, then we can all laugh. But some people are like, "Oh, what?"
I'm told I can't even watch the commercials for it now, which is good because almost everything I have to view television is commercial free at this point. But they said there's stuff going on in commercials that they're like, "Why did you share that?" People who are really want to want to spoil.
My thing is, I don't get excited for Star Wars trailers really because I'm going to see the movie no matter fucking what the trailer looks like.
Yeah.
So it's better for me to just not see it because then I don't know what I'm looking for. I just want to watch the movie.
Yeah, I watch. They always do 2 trailers. One middle of the year. One about 2 months out or a month or 2 change out. I watch those. No more. And I'm straight. I got tickets. I'm going Saturday from the day we record this. I'm pumped. I'm super excited to see this movie.
It comes out this weekend.
Comes out Friday. Comes out Thursday. Forgive me. Yeah.
By the time this episode comes out, Tayro would have seen Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Oh, by leaps and bounds. Probably would have saw nearing up on Black Panther if I think if we cut
He'll
it.
tell me all about how Kylo Ren lost the knife.
It's a bird in this one, I heard.
Like they moving weight.
No, a bird.
Oh.
That bird-looking thing.
Oh, porg. The porg.
Yes.
Are you offended by this creature? Does it bother you at all? You ain't even a Star Wars dude, though, right?
I don't care.
Yeah. See, some people who are like, this is the Ewoks of this movie. This is the Jar
Jar Binks.
Jar Binks of this movie, and blah blah. I'm like, it's just a cute animal. Kids love animals. These are the saddle bitches. Relax, man. Come on. Folks is gonna be angry.
I did realize, I guess this corresponds with what you guys are talking about. How television and I remember when I was little and He-Man was out, they were like, they need to shut down these cartoons because they're nothing but toy commercials. I'm like, shut the fuck up, that's not true. But then I'm an adult now, and my son watches Lion Guard and he watches Paw Patrol, and we just like with every other television show, it's seasons, that's coming out. So I know that it's this new storyline on the Lion Guard where the little Lion Guard dude, Simba's son, can talk to Mufasa. when he got some problems and shit on his heart.
Who does the voice of Mufasa?
Yeah, we talked about this. The Smart Brother from Undercover Brother, right?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Gabe. Always got my back.
I remember you talking about the show.
But not so. I was at Target like a week. Like that new show was coming out that Friday. So I was at Target like on a Wednesday or some shit, and they got all the toys there. I'm like, what the fuck is these toys doing here? And this show ain't even out yet. Like they got this whole big like big play set with Scar's face. Because like the Scar like can now talk from the dead too. Just
Remember
like,
last summer?
Was he
I was
talking
in
about bad
Target.
guy?
Yeah, he a bad guy
The
still.
Ghostbusters movie was coming out. Mm-hmm. The toys were already on clearance at Target before the fucking movie came in theaters. Yeah.
This is a bunch of bullshit. Like, they were right. They're doing it even worse now. Like, they're effing us in the A.
I just read today that Netflix is going to make a She-Ra reboot. Pretty jazzed about that. I love She-Ra, Princess of Power. And I could go for some more She-Ra in my life.
A She-Ra show independent of He-Man?
They didn't say a He-Man show. They said a She-Ra show.
I know, but like, is He-Man going to make an appearance? Are they still going to reference
Are
He-Man?
they still brother and sister?
Yeah, they're still brother and sister.
Fuck Prince Adam.
Well,
They did do a
I
He-Man
can't wholeheartedly
reboot.
agree with that statement. He-Man was the shit. You know, well, mostly Man of Arms, but you know, I'm not gonna split hairs. Mecho Neck was pretty sweet.
Mecha Neck was dope. Skunkor, even though he smelled bad, I thought that was neat. Even as a kid,
I love that
that's
toy.
cool.
Skunkor that smelled bad.
Boss Man, who was kind of furry, had a little flock on him.
Yeah, there you go. A flocked toy.
So I respect that. I love He-Man, but I'm pumped about a She-Ra show coming back. I mean, I like the idea of the one. I like maybe in this day and age, She-Ra can come around first, and then you bring He-Man around. You know,
I kind of feel like you know, as a kid, I was I guess in a male dominated house because I didn't know what the fuck what's the little Jim. I didn't know what that shit was. I didn't hear about Jim until Matt talked about it one time. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yesterday.
we were both all Friday and bumped each other. The girl story was hilarious.
Oh,
She was like, "Wait a minute, we both supposed to be at the same place. Why are we out here in public?" And I'm like, "His birthday. Sorry."
Well, they did do a He-Man reboot some years back.
Yeah, it was
They
actually
called,
pretty good on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
I liked how they made Prince Adam, when he turned from Prince Adam to He-Man, he would change size. He would bulk up, get taller and everything. Like,
He did
okay.
in the cartoon a little bit, didn't he too?
He looked like he's got like the same build and the same
I
hair.
mean, it's-
He got a tan. That was the difference.
When you see somebody wearing like a pink purple outfit, like you don't think they cocky, like underneath there, like it hides it well. It's like, nah, that nigga is not He-Man. Look at him. He wearing purple boots.
And they gave an origin story for like Skeletor and how he got a skeleton face, because you know that answers the question of whether like was there a baby born with a skeleton
That's
face.
what I want to know.
He left on Noxzema way too long.
The only like Masters of the Universe shit I've ever seen is the Geico commercial. So, and Skeletor was really funny in those. So I'd like to see more Skeletor.
Oh man, you're as smart as a cabbage.
A great Facebook and Twitter feed, Skeletor.
Yeah,
Lots of comedy to be had. Mine from those.
like that's still my my when you text me like it's still like, what does it say? Like you're fools if you think you can stop me.
Dude, the guy who did the voice of Frank. I'm gonna say Langella, but that's probably not right. The guy who did
Oh, we got phones.
Skeletor's voice, man,
Was that a Frank?
just classic.
Starbucks logo.
So
Oh.
I have to.
Voice of Skeletor.
The Christmas episode of She-Ra He-Man, when they met, they hooked up, they clicked up,
We own that.
and then when Skeletor like finds out what Christmas is, Christmas. What's Christmas? It's just like so good.
We're even close. Alan Oppenheimer.
No, see, so I don't know that. The thing I thought was Frank somebody. No, Frank Langella played He-Man in the movie Masters of the Universe. So that's where I got that from. So there you go. I made sense of it. But yeah, I respect the salesmanship of toys via cartoonery, because I had to live that life. Now my children, I guess my mama had to live a life, and now I can live that life. Plus, I just like toys, man. Toys, well manufactured toys. That's another thing. Kids got way better toys than we ever had. I feel like they make better noises
They
and
also
stuff.
cost
They
like
look
5
cooler.
times as much.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, that's just inflation at this point. Just is what it is.
We're not making 5 times as much.
Yeah, you know what's so funny is I was listening to This American Life, and they were talking about that about just like minimum wage in general. Like the people who make minimum wage should be making with inflation should be about $48,000 a year. The way the whole economy works right now.
If minimum wage followed inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was looking at how much I'm like, man, I'm on a fucking poverty line. Like because like they said the average American is $54,000 a year.
Yep, I'm on the poverty line then.
Yeah. I mean, we're not far from sucking dick, ladies and gentlemen. So you know, you guys.
That won't be my first option.
Okay, hands first.
So you just
mouth
give the butt
second.
up first. Well, good.
No.
I'll offer you vagina, but I don't know how much women are paying for that.
Oh, and by the way, this motherfucker said he going to Pepe. Like, I'm offering some vagina. Don't be fooled by these purple boots, bitch.
Well, who knows how you go down. But yeah, that's the point. So that's why when people get so enraged about the notion of a $15 minimum wage or like that, it's like, yeah, they should be at $15. Your ass should be at like $35. It's reality. It's actually how this all should be. But that seems to not make sense to them. Like, what do you mean?
We want to cut into Papa John's hair gel.
No. You're being paid too little too, and nobody wants to believe that.
I think people fail to realize, like, okay, so people who make minimum wage, if they're able to buy things and do things, then that boosts the whole economy. So therefore, instead of them making only $7 or $8 an hour, they're able to make 20 or more, and that means that like everybody else gets to pull in. Like for example, we do a certain job, and those people are able to buy more of those things that we do, and we'll have more money too because it all feeds into everything.
It's literally the opposite of what
everybody says,
trickle down economics that says rich people will spend money and you'll get it down there at the bottom. Like, no, because they won't spend money. They just keep tucking it away and never using it. But it will go the other way if people are out in the bottom are buying stuff. That means your company is doing better because whatever, and then those rich people can keep getting rich. We literally know it will work the other way because it just works that way because that's how capitalism should work.
People don't want if you pay them more than $7, they won't have to wear plastic bags on their feet going to their job. They can wear boots. They can get themselves a nice Columbia coat. They can do something with their life besides struggle.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's always what trickles down to the bottom is piss and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I want better for everybody. I don't, and that's the thing. I truly am not sitting here saying I wish I was better. I wish we all could be better.
I mean, I'm not starving. I'm not worried about it. But at the same time, it's like it's more than life than just that. You want to feel like you don't have to struggle.
Yeah. You don't want to be worried. That's the point. Like you said, it's like I don't want to be, getting fired away from that being on the street. You know what I'm saying? I would like to be better.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, I would rather be better off than that. That's it's difficult in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like it. But who does? Who is celebrating that? Y'all see? I sent y'all that. Y'all see Charles Barkley talking about that election last night?
I don't listen to anything Charles Barkley
Well, he was against
was a delight, which is why I sent it to you. Charles Barkley out here talking sense, which made me go,
oh no, I don't want to hear that.
fuck your whole world up.
Change your whole worldview.
Well, he thought Roy Moore was terrible.
Indeed, and he was like, as he wraps up his conversation, he's like, yeah, we got some hillbillies and some rednecks down here.
Because that's where he's from, right?
Yeah, he's a Bama boy, but we did what we had to do, and I just had to chuckle at it. Yes, I tweeted it to y'all, so I was amused by it. Is all I'm saying. Because I was like, Charles Barkley talking sense.
If I get a chuckle out of it, I'll give it a chance.
So it's all to the good.
Who might have let to the nice Sir Charles just say?
I mean, you know, when I guess it's not. I guess it's uncool because I'm like only saying, "Hey, listen, Charles Barkley," when he's saying shit I agree with, but I mean, it ain't my fault. Charles Barkley on some nonsense.
Well, let's see.
I mean, he's fantastic on the TNT show. So
Oh.
Why is that
Well,
wrong?
I only watch stuff on FSN, so I'm not really sure about what he has to say on TNT.
I didn't say the stuff he said is funny, good or informative. I just said he's funny on there.
I'm just unaware, sir. I don't even like.
Seeing Shaq want to reach across the table and choke him out, hilarious.
I don't really fuck with Shaq either, because
Because he grew sideburns without any facial hair, the hair on his head, just lonely sideburns hanging out by his ears.
yeah,
Lonely sideburn.
he just seems like I don't know.
Sideburn Islands.
It seems like he's just inches away from saying some respectability political shit real soon. I'm just like, I don't know, Shaq. It seems like as soon as they get out of the NBA, they want some stupid shit. Not even NBA, NFL too. Because Mike Vick just said some stupid shit too. So
What'd he say?
I don't remember. He just said some shit I ain't like.
Probably something like dogfighting is okay.
No, you know what? It was so funny. He was on a reality show after he was saying. I think it was the shit he was saying about Kaepernick, but he's on like a NFL ballers type show where his wife is the lead, and he just comes in and drops a dime of knowledge every once in a while, and he was like, you know what? I don't know why I said that, and I'm sorry. So. I don't even know if he said he was sorry, but I do remember it just being some bullshit.
It's like your Michael Vick impersonation. That's what it comes down to. I appreciate it.
I'll slide some more black man impressions every once in a while.
If we go back to T's point for a minute, it's like, I was fucked up to say, listen to Charles Barkley only when I agree with him, but like, why would you endorse him otherwise?
A fair enough point is just. It's like if I'm constantly talking shit about somebody, why should all of a sudden you be like, I should listen to what he says?
Well, credit where credit's due. When they say something right, say, okay, I usually shit on this person. At least there's something right in this situation.
I just kind of feel like I don't know what kind of fucking place he was coming from. Even though if he said something good, he's still the same fucking person. Just like the other day, Trump said something nice about Rosa Parks. Still fuck him. Fuck. Just because you said something right one time don't mean you still a bad person.
It's not saying let's fuck with Charles Barkley, but it's also saying like he said something right in this situation. You still not have to fuck with him.
Just like if y'all said like I like y'all say something wrong, I'm not gonna stop fucking with y'all just because y'all said something wrong. The same way, it's the adverse.
Okay,
like,
the inverse.
You still a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
You said something bad most of the time. You said a broken clock is right twice a day. That bitch is still broken. I don't fuck with her.
It's still not a reliable clock, because how do you know when it's right? Unless you got your own working clock right there. And I'm just gonna look at that one.
But
I just wrote
they didn't say use the clock as your timepiece. They said it's right twice a day. That clock will be right at 12 and 12, and that's it.
First of all, if it has an indicator for AM and PM, it's only right once a day.
That is true, but that's usually a digital clock. If it's lasting 12.
That clock is fucked from the get-go. And again, it was still right at 12 and 12.
Yeah, so Charles Barkley might have one more good one in him for the rest of the year, but I still fuck him.
A point I cannot, I wouldn't even attempt to argue because that's legit. So it's all to the good.
Hey man, he was in Space Jam.
Barely.
Jam.
He was burly in Space Jam.
It's not a good movie.
That's Michael.
It's not. What you got, man?
Well,
Wait. He was in
okay,
Look Who's Talking 2 as well.
wait a minute.
Was that Look Who's Talking Now?
I saw
Look
that
Who's
and I
Talking
don't
Now?
remember that.
But
Look Who's Talking.
I think it was the one with the dogs.
Okay, let's look.
That's Look Who's Talking Now.
Yeah. Because the sister had the Charles Barkley doll. She was daydreaming about being Charles Barkley.
Oh, okay. That's the old Roseanne, right? Doing the daughters talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Roseanne too.
You go.
That's the only Charles Barkley reference I got. So.
That's terrible.
Charles Barkley hasn't been in a lot of movies.
I don't know. Let's look up his IMDb. You continue while I look up his IMDb.
Well, I was what was I thinking about the other day? Oh yes, how we talked last week about my use of the word cracker, and whether and Lunch did bring up the fact that I'm practically white, but I'm like,
Practically.
well, I don't know. But then it made me think, like, what are the white things and non-white things that I do? And I started going over a list.
I met another one of you the other day.
Another one of me.
Puerto Ricans that look white.
A lot of ours exist.
Yeah,
A lot of Puerto Ricans that look black, and a lot
I
of
was
Puerto
at
Ricans that look tan.
PetSmart over at Parmatown, and we were basically upgrading the cat food instead of like Friskies and Meow Mix or whatever. We were getting Blue Buffalo, and the Blue Buffalo, the brand, had a bunch of different types. So we were like perusing over the options, and a rep came over and she was like explaining everything to us, and she told us that she slipped in like her heritage. She's like, "Oh, I'm Puerto Rican." We're like, and I looked at her.
How did that come up organically?
Yeah, she's like, everyone thinks I'm white. And I looked at her and I told her, I'm like, I know another one of you. I'm like, my buddy, he works at a place, and all his coworkers say racist shit to him because they think he's white too.
Yeah, did I ever mention on this show that the old office mate was always say, "So, how are the Niños doing?" And I'm like, should I say something? I don't know, because I don't know what he meant by that.
Yeah, did he
just like?
Did he think you? Did he really like? Did he like? Oh, hey, this is a Latin dude I can say Niños to, and that's already kind of uncomfortable. Or did he just throw Niños around loosely because that's what he does?
I'd have to hear him ask about other people's kids.
Yeah.
Is it racist for me, like when people do stuff for me at work, like someone in another office or something, I'm talking to them through a communicator, if I say gracias when they do it for me, because I do that all the time.
I don't know if that would be racist.
I'm just making sure. I'm just trying to check borders here. Because y'all fucked me up on the whole spirit animal thing.
I was just about to
so I'm
say
just
that.
trying not to repeat offend.
I had to check in on the Persian thing. I feel like we're going to T. Is T's our
A racist barometer.
That Cleveland sideline reporter never replied to me the other day about that shit too.
Mm-hmm. You got a right. She didn't know what to do with it.
On a quick side note, Charles Barkley has been in 18 different things.
18.
Okay, list them.
Okay, he was on an episode of Santa Barbara as a bartender.
Yo, I remember that soap opera. That was my joint.
He was in Hot Shots as Charles Barkley. See, maybe this shit don't count because
Charles Barkley don't count it as a bartender.
Well, he was Charles Barkley in Space Jam, and look who's talking
I'm not
now.
counting anything unless he acted as something else. So how many things was
But
he
how
something
many?
else?
Okay,
No.
go ahead.
No. Oh, on In Depth with Graham, he played Bessinger.
Right?
Suits.
That's it. He always played Charles Barkley.
So he's a bartender in Santa Barbara, and he was in Bessinger in Bruges. What was that? What you call it?
In Depth with Graham.
In Depth with Graham. Charles Barkley has only twice in his acting career played somebody not Charles Barkley. No, sir.
Well,
But it's got to be hard to play a respectable Charles Barkley.
But see, with Shaq has played himself.
He played himself in
he played Shazam,
Good Burger.
and he played Steel.
Okay, so he has 11 more acting credits than Charles Barkley.
Oh yeah, and Shaq was in that Fresh Off the Boat episode.
Yeah.
He has played in his first movie. He played Neon in Blue Chips. Then he played Kazam.
That was a good ass movie.
He played Steel. Okay, he played Shaq. He played Norman in The Wash.
Oh, he's the fucking cop in the Grown Ups movies.
Yep. So Shaq has a better career because he plays other people other than the show.
But what about all these actors and
Smooth
comedians?
Smurf? I did not know that.
Actors and comedians who play like exaggerated versions of themselves, like
Like Larry David?
like Larry David. He gets all that critical acclaim.
Okay, I didn't give him none. What I got?
I wish I was on that episode where y'all fucking talked about Curb Your Enthusiasm that day. Y'all so fucking wrong about shit sometimes.
All right, well you're here right now.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
I just remember
You remember the wrongness. You don't remember the details.
I just remember being so pissed, like, shut the fuck up. I'm not here. I'm not there.
You remember the details. You don't remember the details. You just remember
I
the
remember
wrongness.
I also have no recollection of. Let's talk about.
Of course you
Curb.
don't. Of course you don't have any recollection of shitting on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Of course you guys don't. You guys were out of your element.
I don't remember shitting on it.
You were the main one. I don't want to hear it. Because you was the only one that seen it. You was talking. It was the episode where Tommy was on. Which, that's not a here nor there.
So what you're saying is we said we didn't see it, and he talked shit about Curb.
Y'all supported it wholeheartedly. Like, oh yeah, fuck that
I
show.
can't tell him he's wrong.
Yeah, sometimes you can, because he was wrong.
You're wrong
like
about a
you're
show
in-
that you've seen and I
I feel
haven't.
like you're in that alternate Draymond Green universe right now because I don't remember shitting on Curb. I remember saying I watched the first season.
that bird just did a sweet ass dive. Look, I'm gonna go back and find an episode where he's like, no, it's not that great. I was like, oh man, come on, Dan, stop. Because I know you the only like I go to different people for different things on this show. Gabe is like 75% with me on shit, but I know that me and you had talked about Curb, and you was kind of like, oh, when Tatum's around, I like it, but this motherfucker ain't here, so I'm gonna shit on it. Fuck Curb Your Enthusiasm. I was just like,
I think the only thing about Curb is that it's really long. It's twice as long as a Seinfeld episode.
no, it's not. It's a half an hour.
I remember watching it at work. I mean, I remember watching it at areas that were not my home.
That's when you work
for some reason.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Nothing on the record, man.
Yeah, Curb is only a half an hour.
That business ain't even open no more. That's when you worked at Circuit City. Don't worry about that.
And the only time Curb is long is like the season finale, which was an hour last week.
All right. So, white things you do versus black things, or not really, because I guess that's not how the math works out.
Non-white, man. Unless black people are known for owning chickens, shit, and playing that. Well, no. Never mind. I stopped right there.
My granddaddy had chickens, and I know a lot of black people who play dominoes. Right. So
let me tell you about. Maybe we should save this for next week. We can all.
But did your granddaddy name him Freckle Neck?
I don't believe he named them chickens at all.
Just because he was killing them to eat them?
Yes.
Don't want to get too attached. One thing about chickens. One rule: don't fall in love.
All right.
Let's just make this a teaser for the next episode.
All right. Well, give me a couple so we'll set it up.
Like, I've this is not a spoiler because
Puerto Ricans do this.
I've mentioned this several times on the show. If it's not, I don't wear a t-shirt outside just because it's 40 degrees, or it has to be like above 80 for me to wear shorts.
Okay, so that's a Puerto Rican thing you do.
I would say it's a very non-white.
Non-white. I'm sorry, man. It's difficult. All right, we'll put that in the non-white category. Give me something white that you do. All right, this is where it gets real racist. So this is where the joy will be had. White shit you do.
I can't dance that well.
You dip your eggs and your toast in your eggs.
I didn't know that was a white thing.
You eat runny eggs.
That's a white thing?
I think so.
That's white shit.
Oh, okay, that too. You might have to point out
Who taught
something.
you how to do that? When did you see that at first and was like, I'm about to do that?
I don't
Spent the
know.
night at somebody's house and they made eggs like that. They dipped their eggs and it's like, I guess this is what we do now.
Well, I mean, my mom would make sunny
epic.
side up eggs, and the juice would get all over the egg juice would get all over the place.
Egg
And I'm like,
juice.
I can't just leave that there. So I wipe it up with a toast.
Stupid in my mouth. God damn.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Yeah, we call our eggs well done.
I call them
that's
bitches fried hard. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
It's not a concern to me.
I hate like when you order a sandwich somewhere and it's like it's kind of that gel. I don't think it's not runny, but it's
But it ain't hard either. Yeah.
No. I take my knife and I flip that bitch right out there.
Okay, so teaser for next episode. The stereotypical and non-stereotypical things members of the SKiM pod do. We will have a segment about that.
Fair enough.
But I ever tell you about how, Domino's when me and my wife first started dating? You know, my wife is white, and she's. Why do you laugh every time I say that? It's a fact.
It just seems so unnecessary a comment to make. You know, my wife is white.
It sets up the story.
Yeah, I was at a garage sale one time, and this dude we had a garage sale.
Well, my girlfriend who's black. I mean, that's why I say I want you to start doing that. That's why it's weird to do that.
Now y'all all know my girlfriend. Y'all know she didn't come to the goddamn garage sale. You know that shit didn't happen. So this dude just like out of the blue, like, I have a white wife. And I was like, what the fuck? Just buy the fucking pots and pans. What does that have to do with
Did you let him finish so he could tell you what
he wasn't saying it to me. He was saying it to the lady who was having a garage. So I was like, okay. He was just like every time I'm gonna drop this bitch every time I can. I'm not that his wife's a bitch. I'm just saying like the piece of information he was talking about. I was just like,
So it makes you laugh every time you do it. Please.
Okay, well, on this particular story, I thought it was relevant because she comes to one of my family functions, and we say, we're going to play dominoes, and she's like, why are you going to play dominoes? And when we sit down, we start playing dominoes, she's like, This is Domino's? What do you think?
was about to set up
Yeah,
dominoes.
she thought you guys were going to stock
That's hilarious.
like stackers from that one season of Master of None.
It's like, hold on. I got the pushing stick.
Oh my god.
My joy comes from the stacking. You could knock them down. But like, yeah, she thought we were going to set up dominoes in a row and just start knock them down to make patterns or do whatever. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god, I wish that's what playing dominoes meant now. That could be the greatest thing ever.
That's pretty
Bunch
great.
of Puerto Rican get together, just make the best, the craziest and wackiest designs, and then cup me home. Knock the dominoes over. Becomes a rooster and a flag and so forth.
Oh, okay. So you go for a rooster first, huh? I see you.
I just thought it turned into a air freshener when you knock it down. That's for you, Lunch.
Or a CD.
You wasn't paying attention. What CD is that?
I don't think it actually plays music, but who knows? Maybe it does.
I've never had one, so I never tried to stick it in
Is
there.
it Daddy Yankee?
It's Puerto Rican. I thought it's Dominican.
I thought it
I
was
don't know.
Cuban.
Oh, okay.
Let's look up Daddy Yankee. We're all over the place today.
We wilding on this episode. I'm sorry, y'all. Not really sorry. It's just because I enjoy it. So
Yeah, unfortunately, it's time to wrap this shit up.
yeah.
All right, well, we can't let people wonder what.
We'll end
He
on-
is Puerto Rican.
There
Daddy
you go.
Yankee is Puerto Rican.
Respect, dude. Word to Daddy Yankee.
Gasolina.
Because for some reason, under his Puerto Rican singer and songwriter is under his description of his name. Why is that?
Just like his
necessary?
wife, whenever his white wife goes out, she said, "Yeah, my husband, he's Puerto Rican."
Puerto Rican husband. I told you about that dude. Like when Vanessa's sister lived down the street from us, her neighbor came out one day, and she just felt the need to talk about her husband, Cesar, and she pronounced it like that, Cesar.
Did she do this with her fingers?
Pretty much. She says, "Yeah." I'm pretty, like, it was like, what? That's my husband, Cesar. I'm like, I'm never gonna meet your husband. Never met her husband. Why are you telling me? Literally, I'm here to pick up a futon. Why are you telling me about Cesar?
I'm sorry, but Daddy Yankee's wife is not white.
Okay.
Oh,
She seems to be Hispanic as well.
she's lovely.
She is.
Well, me gusta gasolina. We out here. That's as you know, Tatum 216.
You like cum?
Is that what gasolina is?
Yeah.
It's not gas.
No, it's literally
In
just
Spanish,
on.
what is gas?
Is this?
A couple weeks ago, I heard that the Gasolina song is about jizzing on a chick.
She does. I mean, I guess
Give me that gasolina. It's just say, "Dame that gasolina," right?
Yeah, I didn't know that's what the
Why
song
would
was
she
about.
be asking for gas?
Because
Is her car broke down? Is that a club banger? My car's broke down. Give me that gas.
It is in Spanish. You flip that shit hard. 99 loose balloons. Why you want 99 red balloons? None of that shit is club bangers until it's a club banger.
That was a metaphor for nuclear holocaust.
Ooh, hit you with this table, Gabe. Yeah, come on, man.
I never saw the video for Gasolina. I thought the ladies were
Video's
dancing
never
with one of
tell
those
the tale.
empty cans.
It's not like
that,
they're gonna have
hey.
like a bunch of people just like going like this over people. You know?
Circle jerking and circle.
I thought they were just all going to be standing around with the empty gas cans.
I mean, I'm
Like,
pretty
How do you say
sure-
circle in
I'm
Pretty
Spanish?
sure it was just the Puerto Rican Little John and East Side Boys.
That gas lover over there is Lunchbox 2099.
No, don't put that even on.
He loves the gas all over his face, neck, and chest.
I am Taylor 713. You just got podcast doing. I know you loved it. Mwah.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.